Yeah, good question. Working with family has, the one thing about us is from a young age, we've always done stuff together. When we were growing up, when we were really heavily into roping, we were always roping together. We built our arenas together. From a young age, we were always doing stuff. And so growing up and putting together Seven Peaks and developing Seven Peaks, coming together as brothers has been pretty easy. I mean, the good thing about it is there's three of us. And so if two of us agree and one doesn't, it's an odd man out, and we all accept that. But for the most part, I would say 95% of the time, we all agree. We all have very similar mindsets. We all want to achieve, a lot of success in our business. And so we really all have the same focus and determination and really direction. So yeah, working with family, like, especially a lot of people know it's a family-owned business, and people are like, how do you work with your family? And my immediate, the thought that just comes to my mind is I couldn't do it without them. We each have different skill sets that complement each other. And I think that's what makes our business so great, and how we've been able to grow and scale so quickly is because of the different skill sets that we have, as well as just being so close. I don't think we've ever had an argument in business. I don't even think we've ever disagreed on anything. We're pretty fresh. We've only been doing it for a few years. But I don't really foresee us ever getting into having any issues.
I've heard of a lot of family issues with businesses, but like Matt said and Trevor, we grew up together, doing stuff together. And I think us knowing each other so well has really helped that. I think it would be, if we had other partners that we didn't know as well on the quirks and issues, unknown issues, I think that would be harder. But we already know our weaknesses of each other and ourselves and our strengths. And that's what we really capitalized on, was our strengths. And we knew that. And we are so different, even though we're brothers and grew up together, that we each have our differences. And so with that, we use those as our strong points. And that's where we've been able to apply that and really help us move forward, as quickly as we could.
It's a good question. Yeah, that is a good question. Getting in each other's lanes, I don't really know marketing at all, so I just leave that up to Jeff. She's really good at it. I do think a lot. We watch a lot of, I at least watch a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of marketing things, and so I do come up with different ideas that we bounce off each other. But as far as the marketing goes, I don't know anything about it on how it's structured. So definitely stay in my lane there. As far as production goes, I really enjoy. I've developed a lot of the products. I really enjoy that, and so that's kind of been something that I've dabbled into with Trevor. But for the most part, I've done a lot of the sales. But right now, Trevor's doing some of the sales too. So sometimes we rotate and just make sure we all kind of know each other's roles.
I think we're all so easygoing. We may be too easygoing, so it might be not a good thing at times. But that's where we know each other really well. We're easygoing. We're you want to help out here, and we all have jumped into production and helped out. We've all jumped into sales and helped out. We've all done videos and helped each other with marketing. So it's a team effort. We're all shooting for the same goal. I think that's what really makes it easy. It's all right, yeah, if you want to jump in here, well, obviously we need some help in this area. It's never on I want to do that, just cause. It's hey, we need help here. We need to do this. Let's jump in and help in this area. And that's where we may cross lines at some point. Yeah. But that's really about it.
Yeah, I think all of our focus is in growing and scaling the business. So all our focus is where are the needs, and then we just fulfill the needs. I don't think there's ever a time where any of us are jealous of one another, just because we've created our job titles or what we do for the company, and that's our strength. So that's our focus, and then we don't have to worry about
anyone else, because I think we all know that, like, we all trust each other, so we all know that we're doing our good job and doing our part. So, and I think we enjoy our roles like really well. So, and that's what helps too, is like Trevor's really good and enjoys production. I'm really good and enjoy marketing. Matt's really good and enjoys sales. And so it's like, well, he really likes it. I like marketing better, so I'm not going to jump in those lanes unless there's a problem or a need that needs some assisting. We'll jump in. And I think that's really how it's been since the beginning. So.
Yeah, so Jeff's the oldest, I'm second oldest, and Matt's the youngest. I don't think there's really a pecking order. I mean, Jeff's the oldest, he's the elder, so I mean, but we all respect each other. I don't look down to Matt because he's younger than me, and I don't look down on Jeff either because he's older than me. I think we all just respect each other, and I think with we know each other so well. It's just easy.
You'd think there would be more of with older pack, but there never really has been. I mean,
we all carry our own weight. I think we all trust each other. We all do what we say we're gonna do, and we all bring value to the table. So it's pretty equal to what we all contribute.
And that's when we need to make decisions, we come together, and talk about it, and we either all agree or two agree and one doesn't, and then it's always been different too. It's been kind of funny, like it's never been always Trevor and Matt against me or me and Matt against Trevor. It's like every time we all have different opinions. Like I said, we're all very different. And so we have our different opinions and thoughts. And so when we come together and there's a problem, it's always a different vote on what we should do. And a lot of times it is, we all agree or come to an agreement. But there are some times where two of us, whether it's me and Matt or me and Trevor or vice versa. So it's been kind of funny to see that throughout the years. And it's worked out pretty well, really well, actually. Matt, Trevor both said I don't think we've ever fought. We have disagreed on certain things, one of us or whatever, but we've never fought at all.
Yeah, so Trevor and I, when we started the company, we actually did a lot of custom installations. So we would go buy raw material from the local steel yards, and we would go to the customer's home and build whatever they asked us to build. So custom fencing, barns, shade structures. And then when Jeff came on board with us, it evolved into manufacturing.
Yeah, really how that started was, it was quickly after I jumped on. We had a customer reach out. We were out in the field, we were installing, and he had us install a continuous fence that we had never seen or heard of before. And the thing about the continuous fence was, and why we had never heard or seen it before, is it wasn't a big product in Arizona. So it wasn't something we came up with on our own. It just wasn't available in our state. And we were like, wow, like this product is amazing. So we built, I don't know, a few hundred feet of this continuous fence. And it took us literally like way shorter amount of time than it would have installing, a different type of fence. So, and it was for, a bunch of mama Angus cows that he was raising and breeding. And so like they're big cows, and this product held up really well, and we installed it for him, and we came back and installed more later on too. And we were just blown away. And so why isn't this available here in Arizona? And so that's really where we started researching and trying to figure out why, or maybe it's just, nobody's ever done it. So we honestly built one continuous fence. We went and got some steel from local steel yard, made one continuous fence panel, put it online that we were starting to sell them. And I mean, we started selling them. And so we built to order. People would call and order them, and we built to order. And that was really our first product in manufacturing. Like, yes, we did, custom fence and barns and things, but continuous fence was our first product we did manufacturing. And that's where we transitioned, because our biggest thing was, after installing fencing and things, we wanted affordable quality products to be available to everybody. And us growing up, we needed fencing, we needed, affordable fencing, we knew that there was tons of other people out there that needed that too. And that's what we wanted to start providing, is products that anybody can install themselves, save them a lot of money, that is still quality. And that's where we continue evolving our products from there, which, and into horse panels and other things.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing too is we just listen to our customers. Like, we listen to what they say, and they know the market. We hear about it. We know the market because we're cowboys, but to listen to our customers, and that's, when they ask if we had horse panels or if we had goat and sheep panels, and then once there's a big enough need, we just decided to fill it. So that's kind of, our customers have also helped us create a lot of our product line, because they just voice what they need, and then we create that product around their needs. So when we first started, I mean, it was us three and then one employee. That's how it started. And then
how did that work? I mean, you remember how that? I mean, we would all rotate, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, we would all change up our roles. We all had a lot of hats, and that was in our parents' backyard. We were manufacturing literally out of the backyard, out of like a 10 by 20 shade.
We just made do with what we had. And Trevor, I think, actually answered and did a lot of the phone calls and the sales at that time. So it wasn't like perfect from the beginning, and it never will be. We literally just started, and we kind of shifted and evolved just one step at a time. So Trevor was taking the phone calls. Me and Matt were out, building the products with one other employee, and somebody, we had to deliver it. So somebody would deliver it at times. I would jump in and go post things online, and try and start, getting more advertising, marketing out there. So it was just kind of, but yeah, one employee, us three, out of our parents' backyard, and then we got our first shop up the road.
Yeah, our first shop, I don't even know how many employees we had there. I mean, it was a really little shop still, but I had probably, 3 to 5 employees at our first shop. And then a year later, we moved into the facility we have now in Arizona. Currently over there, we have roughly about 18 employees. And then last August of 2022, we opened up our Texas facility, which we're at now. And we have about 15 employees here as well. So in total with us, there's about 35 employees. So yeah, it's been a great experience. We have a great team. They help us out a lot, and we definitely couldn't do it without them, for sure.